Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Italian series where I show you all the things that I got while on my road trip to Italy. This is episode 3 and we are going to be talking about Taranto. So Taranto is actually on the opposite side of the heel of Italy, while Lecce is on the east side. Taranto is on the west side and a little bit further north. We already switched to our next hotel where we spent a couple of days in this gorgeous castle looking hotel. It was amazing. Taranto was a little bit closer to us, so we decided to spend some time and explore this city. It is quite large. I would say probably about as large, maybe not as large as Lecce, but for all of that large area, there was only one fabric store. So this is me going to that fabric store. Another Italian town. Today we are in Taranto. I think that's how you say it, Taranto, and it is actually quite large. It's quite large, like Lecce is large, and we are going to look for another fabric store. So far, my Google search is only showing me one, which I feel like for a place this big, a city this big, there would be maybe more than one. But we're gonna have a look anyway and see what we can find. Making my way there now. Today's a really nice sunny day, so it's just kind of nice walking through these towns. I think I found it. Tessuti usually means that there's fabric here, but there is also a place across the road which also, see that, looks like fabric. So we're gonna try on both of them. Oh yeah, that's fabric. So I just came out of the fabric store. I spent an extraordinary amount of money, but I got some really good finds. A few patterned things, because recently I've been buying a lot of plain stuff, but I want a few patterned things, and I got some silks, some gorgeous silks. I can't wait to show you guys. Oh, it's gonna be great. It is always a little bit awkward filming in those tiny little stores, but the sales assistants were really, really nice. So after I spoke to them a bit and they saw that I was actually buying fabric, they were fine to let me like take pictures and do whatever. So that was great. And I ended up walking away from that store with 4 fabrics. Not my intentions, but I'm very happy I did. Let me show you. For this store, I was all about the prints, not a plain color in sight. And they had some gorgeous silks and some really, really nice like satin cottons. Like these are cottons that have got like a silky satin feel for them. Really great for making nice shirts, beautiful dresses, or like I like to wear little 2-pieces, whether it's a shirt and shorts or shirt and trousers, shirt and skirt and all sorts of stuff. So I did pick up a couple of those things. First up, we'll start with the cottons. So I went all out with the print and I really, really like the colors. So we'll start off with my loudest print, which is this paisley looking number. Now it does look kind of crazy, I won't lie to you, but it stood out from the hundreds of sateen cottons on the wall. I really, really like this pattern. It feels very much like a painting. The colors are almost like brush strokes and it's like this really nice paisley print, lots of like muted tones, little pastel-y, but still very, very vibrant. I immediately, as soon as I saw this, thought that would make an amazing like 2-piece cord set. I love cord sets and I'm wearing one right now. I like it when it's in a big bold print. It feels very, very holiday and you can definitely put 2 pieces together in a really bold print without it feeling too crazy and in your face. I also thought because it's cotton sateen and it's like very nice on the skin, this would also make a very fabulous pair of pajamas. I very much enjoy wearing pajamas and sets to bed. That's something that I've been slowly replacing all my ratty t-shirts that I used to sleep in with fun pajamas like this. That's what I was thinking for this. We're either going to go for a 2-piece set to sleep in or like a 2-piece set to go outside in, but I think this is destined to be a cord set. The name of the store is Lucama Tessuti. They are a fabric store that has been there for decades. According to the guy there, his grandfather owned this fabric store, and they have a factory and they design a lot of their own silks and of their cottons, and this is one of their designs. It turns out that I really like the different kinds of prints that they got, because every single one of the fabrics I got are one of their prints that they made themselves and not one of the ones that they've imported in. So that is the first cotton satin. The second cotton satin is this one. Now this one has a little bit more muted tones. We've got pastel colors, we've got pinks, we've got sage greens, we've got terracotta. Really, really nice. And I also quite like this little abstract, flowery, botanical print. This would make, again, a beautiful two-piece set, but this also works for like sundress territory, would really, really be nice. I don't know if I'd want a pair of pajamas in this. I think this is the sort of thing that would make like a really nice dress with like a full skirt, or a two-piece set, probably shorts and a shirt. I got 3 meters of this so that I could make either a dress with a fuller skirt, or I can make a little two-piece. But can you just see how cute the colors are? And I think that would look so beautiful on. I haven't quite exactly thought about what patterns will work with it, but I do have a lot of co-ord type pattern sets that would be perfect for this. So when it comes to actually making this, I will absolutely go and look through that, and I'll most likely make a video about it, so you can watch this space and see what I make with this. So both these cotton satins were the same price. These were 20 euros a meter. Because I got 3 meters of both, that it's starting to get a little bit pricey. So those two were the cotton satins, and the next two are silks. The first one is this silk here, which again, lots of vivid, wild colors, and this is one of their own designs. This came in 2 different colorways. This one has a cream backing, but the other one had a black backing with the same colors on, which was also quite dramatic, but I think I preferred this cream. Now this is so soft. It's 100% silk. There's no stretching, there's no elastin, there's nothing else in here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. At first when I saw it, I thought that's what the colors were, and it wasn't until I moved it and realized that actually this is just the underside, and that the colors are way more vivid on this side. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. This is where I started to realize that the prices for silk in Italy, especially silk that's been made in Italy, is actually very expensive. This was 50 euros a meter, and I got 2.5 meters of this. When I first saw this, I immediately thought this could be a gorgeous like column style, slinky, maybe even a cowl front dress, or even one that's like one-shouldered. I've got lots of different accoutrements that I picked up from Seoul that would work with these and any of the silks that I have, and this is a perfect candidate for some sort of one shoulder style, Grecian style dress, and yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So I picked up 2.5 meters of this, but it was actually on quite a long roll, so it's like a 60-inch roll, which gives me quite a lot of fabric, enough to be able to make a dress. Maybe not a floor length dress, but definitely would be making something that can have a little bit of movement. Really gorgeous. This by itself was like 125 euros just for this one fabric. So you can tell things are starting to get quite pricey now. I think it was worth it though, although when it comes to actually cutting into this, I will be freaking out. I will do every precaution to make sure that when I cut into this fabric, we do not make a mistake. So I have actually ordered a massive roll of tissue paper, because when you're cutting slippery fabric, it really helps to sandwich them in between 2 sheets of tissue paper, weigh it down with weights, and use a rotary cutter so you get precise cuts and it doesn't shift anywhere. So we will be taking all of those precautions when it comes to actually making something with this. So once I found those 3 fabrics, I thought I was done. I absolutely thought I was done. And that's when I got really chatting with the guy who owns the store. And he was saying, oh, his father ran the store, and then his grandfather also ran the store, and we actually have another room, and if you really like the silks that we have here, we do have some other silks in stock but in another room. Like, come, let me show you. And I thought, this shop is tiny. So when he was like, yeah, we've got more in the back, I thought, where's the back? Because there is no back. And then he was like, yeah, follow me. And then I just went with this guy into the back of the store. Now, there were other people in the store, so people could see I was walking in there, But it occurred to me as we walked through a doorway and walked into this like massive warehouse that apparently was just next door. And then we walked across a courtyard, which means we had left one building and were walking into another whole building, like half a block away, just like round the back, into another place that was floor to ceiling fabric. It occurred to me then that maybe I shouldn't have followed this man that I do not know into this other building. But he was the guy and he was selling me things, and you know, I was just like, okay, I feel relatively safe. And I did have my camera out. I managed to film a little bit, but then I wasn't sure if I was able to film. But he brought me over to a section that had more silks, but ones that are more vintage from like a few years ago. He was like, I've still got some beautiful silks here. And these ones are actually, while they're 100% silk, because they're older silks, they are actually cheaper. He was like 15 euros a meter. And I was like, for 100% silk? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll take a look at this wool if it's cheaper, because I'd literally just spent 125 euros on this. So let me have a look and see if there's like some 15 euro 100% silks. So I spent a lot of time looking at that 15 euro silk wool, because I was just like, okay, you can get cheaper silks here, especially if they're 100%. I wanted to see, and I found one which I absolutely loved. So here it is. It is this beautiful, gorgeous brown printed damask silk, and it's gorgeous. I absolutely love this so much. This is absolutely pajama territory right here, but I also think this could make a really gorgeous like long column bias cut slip dress. I think this is going to be pajamas. It's brown, it's got flowers, it's got these cute little tigers, and I could absolutely see some nightwear in this. So yeah, got that. I'm very, very happy with it. If I had got more, then yes, I would absolutely probably make a dress as well, but I haven't cut into it yet, so I could change my mind. But right now, these are being earmarked for pajamas. So that was everything that I got from Lucuma Tessuti in Taranto. I won't lie to you, it was a pretty pricey spend for this one. I think it came up to about 350 euros. I did walk away with about 6 meters of silk and about 6 meters of this cotton sateen. So I'm quite happy with what I got, and I actually cannot wait to start making stuff from this. Although as soon as I pick the fabric ready to do something, I'll probably change my mind with exactly what I want to make. But again, if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments, because I always read them and I love hearing your suggestions. If you've seen a fabric and you thought, oh, I know exactly what I would make with that, I would love to know. Please put it in the comments below. This was Taranto. Really enjoyed the town, loved the fabric store. If I'm ever back in Taranto, I would absolutely go there again. Now that I know there's like a whole 2 warehouses in the back just filled to the brim with fabric, as long as this guy lets me sit in there for like hours to have a look, I will absolutely be going back. In the next video, we'll be stopping off at a place called Altamora, which is very close to Matera, which is a gorgeous town. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, let me know, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me what you think I should be making. I have vague ideas for this one, but if you have any pattern suggestions, I would love to know. I read all of your comments. And if you haven't already, then subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I post another video and when the next Italian one's up. Thank you for watching. See you later. Arrivederci.